A small SPIN&GO session here in Pokerstars, Ontario. So I'm going to be playing probably 25s, 50s, and 100s depending on the action. We might even try some $3 spins to try to win a silver pass to Las Vegas. So I'm going to slide this off for a second. First one, we'll try 25. I'll try actually two 25s for now. Or you know what, maybe we'll... There's a 25. Okay, so I have a 25 and a 3 open. I'm kind of just getting set up. Haven't played any today. I have about 2 hours roughly or so. Might stick to 25s. I have this 3 up. If we get 25 action, let's do that. Okay, so that's set up. I did turn my HUD. Lately my HUD hasn't working. I think I have to do an update. It's tracking stats, but not always when I'm playing. Announcements for this. Okay, set up. So I have a 3-minute delay. As seen in the title, this is Pokerstars Ontario. If you do not live in Ontario, you cannot play this site. Used to play a lot of spins, thinking about getting heavily back into it. So I'm gonna keep sprinkling in some sessions when I can. At a small window, I might be busy tonight. I have a family dinner and then might be busy after that. So I figured, you know what, I have a little window here, let's try some spins. What I could do is try a 50. So I have a 50 and a 25 there. Usually the 25 starts getting going, so pretty confident they'll get going soon. So this is a little different. I'm actually going to lead out here. Probably not traditional play here, but we take it down. I just got back from a really long walk with my wife. We did, well, I shouldn't say really long. We did 5 kilometers, but it was really hot. And I had quite a bit of stuff to do before the walk. Okay, we'll call pocket jacks here. We got the standard flip. We get the jack though. Good way to start the session. Still have to close it off. Lately in spins, I often get heads up with a chip lead and just haven't been working out the best. So what I'll do is I'll close the 50. Stick to these. I'm waiting for the big spin to happen on stream. Our biggest one, I'm trying to think. I think we had a 10x. I want to say we played a $100 10x. I could be wrong. With all these draws and all that, we're just going to get it in. If he has any king, any draws, we'll just get it in. So table 1 is always on the left. Table 2 is on the right. Already feel like I'm a bit better of a groove. One thing I don't do enough, probably makes sense, is probably good to start low stakes to get a couple reps in, especially if you do play like hundreds and above if you're global. Probably makes sense to throw a couple low reps in and get in the groove a little bit. Go for a min raise here, table 1. So our ace high could be good. I think there's not really a point of betting though. MV, man, what up, dog? How you doing today? Yeah, I had a little small window, so I figured, you know what, let's stream. I had some mattresses delivered to my house today. I had a massage appointment. It's been a busy day. Walk with the wifey. And I have a couple hours. I said, you know what, let's grind. Pocket 6s versus, I just don't know how many chips this guy has. Ooh, counterfeited on the river. So we're down. I'm gonna try to keep the total. Usually, if I had skill, I'd write it down, but I don't have skill. So we're down 25 bucks. If we win table 1, we are even. I haven't played. Took Thursday off, took Friday off, and I might not be playing tonight. So it's been a bit of a break. Very strange lead. I shouldn't say very strange. Float once. If he barrels here, we'll just give up. We're blocking some hands that we want him to have. Okay, I might go for a check raise here. Table 1. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to go for check jam. Very aggressive, but especially with the backdoor hearts. So 2 overs in the hearts. We are a favorite. And we do get there, baby. Okay, so we're even on the session. So the one thing with streaming, if I wasn't streaming, I would have more tables, but doing 2 tables is fine. But I don't think watching like a 6-table grid would be that much fun, and I really don't want to be switching back and forth to tables. Especially you get a lot of games that are heads up. Okay, we are 1-1. I'm actually going to size this up a little bit. Okay, don't do this too often in spins, but I'm going to 3-bet just a weak ace here and get rid of it if I need to. We'll barrel that board. Nice. Aggressive. I don't have overly a lot of history with this guy. Yeah, and my HUD doesn't seem to be loading, which is fine. I should make sure I turn it on. Don't really have anything going on for us from table 2, so I just stabbed at it, and then we can give up. Yeah, so I'm 1 month away from going full time, not even. Less than that. It is July 22nd, 26. My last day of work is August 26. Then I'm going to be a full-time poker player, and I'm debating if I'm going to put a lot of energy in spins or stick to MTTs. I haven't fully decided what we're going to do yet. I definitely think spin-and-goes are very, very profitable. And even they're a lot more convenient than playing MTTs. You can kind of, stop and play and all that. A lot of benefits from playing them. I used to play this guy a lot, but he doesn't play as much no more, or he switched sites. Do I want to float on table 2? That's a good card. Yeah, I think blocking the nuts here and him checking it. I think I'm just going to bet pot. Nice. Obviously, sometimes you get called there, but I thought it was leaning on more one-paired hands. Don't know if I want to jam here with 17 behind us. So this guy here, if you're picking up real quick, when he misses, he doesn't barrel. He's been checking down on boards where he's the aggressor, and he's still checking down. Ace high there is not that bad. He's got enough equity, but he did on our board earlier with 9 high. Okay, so we're even right now. This is obviously $50 of buy-ins right here. If he ISOs table 1, we'll just jam him. Here he goes. I thought about doing a delay table 2 because we were so strong, but I think he's going to check at table 2, see if our 2 is good enough. Hopefully he didn't pick up like a 4 here. Nice. Seven, 5. Oh, he didn't barrel with that. This guy's donking out on a lot of boards. I could have floated table 2, decided not to. Go for the delayed check raise. So he should be betting this ace now. Does not bet the king or the ace. So that's unfortunate. He's been donking out on every board, so. Good luck. No tourneys today. How you doing, man? XN, how you doing, buddy? No, I have family dinner in a couple hours, so I had a little bit of a time here. So I figured, you know what, just play some spins, see if we can hit the good old jackpot. I think our jack's good here. Having the 4 of clubs is quite a bit of a blocker. He might check jam. No, I'm not going to do tourneys, but I am going to be streaming tomorrow for tournaments. And then Monday night, I'm in phase 2, another trip to Chance at Vegas. So the big Sunday grind. Tomorrow I'll be streaming. I might stream a good 6 to 10 hours, depending on what time I can start. It kind of depends on how many tables I want to play. I might wait for some tables to die down or decide if it's not the best schedule. Then I'll play less tables and grind stream for a lot longer. I'm still not good at having the proper. That king's really bad for us, obviously. I still don't have the best setup for streaming more than 6 tables. But people have been liking the spin and go sessions. Sometimes I find people like those, but sometimes more than the tournaments. Okay, ISO jam here, rejam. Mozart, man, how you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I've had a very busy stretch of a couple days here. I went to the Tyler the Creator concert Thursday with my son. That was off the hook. I knew that guy was big, man, but I had no idea he was that big. The city was bumping. We were 2 blocks away to get into the stadium with tickets we bought for Christmas. It was crazy. Little Yachty opened up for him. He put on a show. It was a good concert. So our jack's good here. I think I'm actually gonna go big here. See if a 9 will call us. And then yeah, I've had a busy stretch here, so not too much poker last couple days. And then I did stream Wednesday night, late at night. I threw in the stream, and I was salty. I was taking a lot of bad beats. I was pretty miserable, but we did hit a jackpot mystery bounty for $30 buy-in. We hit the $500 and like $90 buy-in, or $500 mystery. So I wasn't mad about that. Man, I run like no one up the other day. Started at 50, ended up. That's a sick session, man. Good job. Are you a cash player? That's a really good session. Do I bet my jack high here? That's a solid session, man. Congrats to you. Okay, here we're gonna call it off. Table 1. He's jamming, nope. Poutine for everyone. So I only have a 3-minute delay. When I do tournaments, I usually have a longer delay, 5-minute delay, so at least I can see the chat a little faster. Close to closing these off here. If we win these both, we'll be up $100 so far. Okay, Pocket Kings, let's go, baby. That's a good card for us. Do we donk out? I think that we let this guy blast it off. He's been playing pretty honest. When he doesn't have anything, he bets. So this is a little spicy. I wish I had a better kicker, but we'll call it. I don't think it's a jack betting like that. Yeah, the kicker. Kind of thought that'd be a problem. Okay, so we're still in it though. Pocket tends to get back in it. So I'm going to do a delayed bet on table 1 here. Nice, so we do double up. Trying a fancy little steal here, see if we... Nice, that worked. Okay, ace-9 to close it off. Here we go. Okay, we win table 1, so we're up $50 so far. Okay, so versus like a top reg, I'd call that off, but against this guy here, I'd probably not. I should have wrote profit at the bottom here, but I don't want to have to worry about that every time. I just kind of want to play. He did call. Oh, I would have thought he would have re-raised us. Okay, so now we're up 25. I really thought if he had a 9, he would have got it in on the flop. I leaned on more bottom pair or something, or middle pair. Apparently I'm lucky, and I don't even know if I played that guy. Yeah, cash. I mix in tournaments. Sick job in the cash. I'm going to Pickering Casino this Wednesday for a live tournament. I live roughly 45 minutes or so from it. It's a $750 buy-in, MTT. The end of the month, they always have the best ones. Well, I'm online cash games, not live. Nice, nice. I've dabbled in everything myself. I haven't played cash though for quite a long time online. Like the odd time I jump in, I usually just jump in and play people heads up, and then when other people join the table, I leave. I sometimes literally do it just to work on my game. I'll see the crushers playing the high stakes, and I'll usually like 2-5 or so. I'll play them 1 or 2 buy-ins and then decide if I'm going to get off or not. Well, this guy's sitting out. I'll give him a second here to get out, even though he was throwing horseshoes at us. How many days until you go pro? It's getting close, guys. So today it's less than 30 days because August 22nd is my last day of work, which is a Friday. But that following week, I'm not heavy on poker. I'm going on a family trip for 3 days or so in Toronto. I decided to decline from Montreal WSOP. That would be that weekend. But there's positives and negatives. I'm really busy, but all the best players are going to be in Montreal. So that Labor Day weekend playing online for my first official full weekend being a pro might be softer than usual, which isn't a bad way. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. To be honest, I was waiting for a lot of to see who qualified for Montreal. None of the people I knew qualified for the first week or two, and now it seems like a lot of guys I know have qualified. So unfortunately, I'm going to miss this time around, but I'm going to jam table 1. I plan to play more live events. In the Discord, someone posted there's a tournament in Scarborough, I think August 16. So that's on my calendar to hopefully play that. Saint Chibis, hopefully I didn't mess up your name, Chabas. Thank you for the follow. So I'm roughly 27 days from being full-time, or at least done work. And then I'd say kind of a light week my first week. And after Labor Day weekend or during that weekend, I'm going to be going extremely hard. I might be streaming, I don't know, 4 or 5 days a week, if not more. I haven't fully decided yet. I might try some day streams to see that schedule. I might do just spin-and-go streams. I'm gonna mix it up. See what we want to do. Second a tournament series starts, I'll be playing. The only problem with the tournament series, I'm gonna play like almost every event. Try to go for leaderboards. So if that's gonna mess me up from streaming a lot of tables, I'd rather wait till my tables die down, because obviously I can't reduce my volume heavily if I'm relying on poker for my income. So I'll have to figure this out, but I'm very confident, being well rested and being able to study, my results should improve pretty fast. Being sleep deprived is the very worst thing in the world for any poker player or kind of any performance in life. And I'm telling you, almost every time you guys see me, I am completely exhausted. Today I'm doing okay. It is a Saturday in the afternoon. But it's pretty rare that I'm rested when I play. Which I would never recommend. It's just kind of, when you're burning the candle on all ends, you have to give out somewhere, right? So sleep is something I've been lacking last couple of years, which hurts your body, hurts your mind, hurts everything, right? Results, even your positivity. When you're really, really tired, you can be negative, right? Everyone handles it different. Okay, before these 2 games, I think we're up $25. So I want to try to not mess that up. Why did this guy have the queen of diamonds? I feel like it's the queen. Ace queen off. Yeah, so I think the official days is about 27 days. Phil, what up, dog? How you doing today? I fixed the spam on the emotes, buddy. You shouldn't be getting timed out. I think I'm gonna check this now. Like I did a standard C bet that I missed. He should stab at this. So I kind of played it like I picked up a 9. With how big our kicker is, I think we just go for it. 3 or 4 could still call us. There we go. Jack King, baby. I thought he would stop at with the inside straight there and the fold equity. I'm really surprised he didn't bet that turn. Okay, now we have so much equity. I actually don't want to bet. I don't want to get taken off the hand. A few checks here. I will go for the jam. One's interesting. Well, we block the nuts. Nice call, nice call. He called a top pair, so I don't expect queens to fold. I'm trying to get him off some other stuff. Okay, we're ahead. Good start. Okay. You're on early. Yeah, I only have a couple hours. I'm only playing some spins here. No tournaments today. I might play late tonight. I have family dinner roughly around 4:35. I'm gonna stop probably playing. Maybe 4:30 at the latest here. And then a couple hours of family time, and then I might get back online and maybe throw on the stream again. If there's no tournaments, maybe more spins. I should be trying to qualify for some Sunday tournaments that I haven't qualified for yet. Well, maybe 4 days and 1 day live on a casino stream. Yeah, if I had skill, I would actually be a vlogger, but I don't think I'm going to start off like that. I'm going to kind of take it easy at first. You know, I'm going to be a pro poker player, hopefully for a while. So we're just going to kind of see organically where it takes us. I've actually been looking at the day schedule. It is small buy-ins, but your ROI would be significantly harder because the player pool, you know, just in general, you don't have a lot of the best players playing at 10 to 12 during the day. I've been looking at it a little bit more for a family schedule, and so we're back up to $50. So I'm gonna try different things. Right now, I'm still only playing the two sites right now. Majority of it's been actually waivers each month. Last couple months been more Pokerstars, but I've only been playing 2 sites for quite a while. So depending on how I want to take the full time, we'll see what happens. But I am going to play, especially when there's no series online, being a live poker day Wednesdays. And Wednesdays is kind of, there's mystery bounty night, but in general, it's a little softer night than some other nights. Tuesdays is a big night for online. Thursdays is a big night. Sundays is obviously big. I might turn Fridays and Saturdays more in like satellite tournaments or spin-and-go sessions, and then get ready for the Sunday tournaments. But I really don't know yet. I do know there's so much values to play satellites during the day. I've been looking at them. They're usually incredibly soft. So if I can keep my buy-ins a lot lower, that's obviously one way to save a lot of money, right? Okay, I believe we're up 50, unless I messed this up already. Okay, we chopped that there. So this is typical for spin and goes. If you guys don't play spins, it's me and one guy. We've been in every game. So if I wasn't streaming, he probably has 6 or 8 tables open. He probably has the 50s and 100s open. And what happens is usually when you have two regs playing, so it'd be me and him kind of blocking off anyone from playing other people. So me and him would be almost in all the games versus one other player. And to be honest, it's still profitable depending on how close you are to that other person. As long as you don't want to have three regs doing that. It can be very tricky. But as long as the third person is like a newer player, it's still a pretty good spot to be in. You just got to debate, if say me and him were doing this, if he has a huge edge over you, then it gets a little tricky. But no ego if you have to drop down in stakes, and sometimes people wait for other people to get off. Sometimes even coaches will tell you not to play certain players. If he checks this here, yeah, we're going to jam this here. If he wants to hero call this on table 1. Okay, so we were up 50. We're now up only 25. We lost table 2. Well, that's a nice flop. I didn't get the sounds going right now, but that would deserve some horns. Hot tub poker stream. It's funny. I'm draining my hot tub right now. I actually have a hot tub, or I drained it this morning. I have an autofill line, and I'm filling it up as we speak. Hot tub and beers could go down. One of these streams, we could get some beers going too and play some spins. That could be on the table. I could definitely do that. I actually like one form of doing for streaming. If I start at like $5 spin or something, whatever the bottom one is, and then if you move up, if you win, you move up. If you lose, you move down, and you just kind of see how far you can go, and just keep moving up or down. Jamie Stables used to do that, called SPIN&GO ladder. There's different ways to do it. I used to have a challenge where, and a lot of guys do. So right now, the smallest one is a $1, but they also have a $3, and I've actually been playing a decent one of them. Let's throw it up. So right now they have a satellite to try to get into Vegas. So we'll play a $3 tournament. So table 2 will be, so this is very unique play. So what I sometimes do is I start at the very bottom and I try to clean the whole, try to win as many as you can in a row right to the end. The problem is in Ontario is you get to like the 50s and you're doing a video and you're waiting for like 20 minutes. It could be longer for a game. So it's kind of hard to do here. On global, you can do that challenge a lot easier. Would love to play you one just for shits. Jump in the spins, man. I'm playing 25s right now if you guys want to battle. If you want to play lower, if someone wants to play me spins, tell me what stake you're playing. Our Pokerstars here are Ontario. I'll jump in your stake and see if we hit each other. You got to time 3 minutes, but I'll play different stakes. The easiest would be the hundreds, just because guarantees us playing. But even the 50s right now. Here's the $3. I have no problem mixing up the stakes. So the jackpot on table 2 is a silver pass. Omaha for all. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Don't know if I need a raise on table 1. If he checks it, we have a lot of history, me and this guy. I'm going for an overbet. My bluffs would do this. So when I have the goods, okay, so I think we're only up 25 right now. Having this $3 is going to mess up the math. I think I call it off here, but I'm not pumped on table 1, but we have to call it off, yeah. If I'm not streaming, I play usually significantly faster and also more tables. I don't hate a float on table 1. We had 2 overcards to the 5, and queen high often be good enough. I think we just do a small blocker bet. So I do not think this is a big diamond when he bets this small. So we'll feel him out on table 2. And he did call us. He calls with the queen, doesn't raise us, so that's okay. I would have thought he would have bet a bit bigger with that. Me and Topper have played quite a bit. Most of our games have been at the $50. Pretty sure he switched sites for a while. Not positive I want to float here. I think with the 8 there is not horrible. Okay, me betting here if he checks this. I don't expect a king or queen to fold, but I'd probably stab at it. Okay, we'll jam table 2 if he just limps. Pocket 6s, wakes up with the goods. Okay, we're down to $3. Maybe we'll rip one more of those. And I kind of want to do it just to break even so I don't have to do math. Now we're only up $22. So we'll rip another one. So we're going to go for a check raise on table. He doesn't bite, doesn't bite. These $3 ones, I'm telling you right now, are extremely profitable. People are not trying them, myself included. The one night we had me and $100 reg. We went all in every hand. We were 6 tabling, and we just went all in every single hand. One guy asked us if we were a team and we were like cheating, but we were just fucking around. It was $3, but anyways, it's a good way to build a bankroll. A lot of guys don't try, especially when they're a 2x. They're trying to hit the jackpot and they're not really spin and go players. I'm going to call this guy off. Sometimes he has the 2, sometimes he doesn't. Today he does. But they can be a way, whenever they come up with these satellites for tickets, they're a really good way to build a bankroll, depending on the stakes you play. I don't know if I want to call it the 3 of hearts here on table 1. I think his bluffs would probably check more. Okay, we're down. We're not stopping until we win one of those 3s. Our aces got cracked by 7-2 there. What I can do while we're one tabling, throw this up real quick. So if we win this, we're back up to 75, subtract our little $3 ones. Because we're up 25. So once again, I'm not expecting a king or an ace to fold. No, I will blast it. having the queen here, blocking the nuts there. And sometimes you have to triple barrel and just tell that story. All right, we're ahead. He trapped the queen 8. Okay, we're back up to 75 subtract $6. So is that the old 69er? We're up 69. Okay, so I have a 25 open. I'll see real quick if 100s or anything are going. I don't know if a 50's going. Okay, so I have a 50, 100, 6, sorry, a 3, a 25. All right, guys, you got 100. So let's close some of these. Let's run 100. Let's one table 100 here. You know what? If I can get one more 100, we'll do it. Okay, so I'm playing 100, and then we have another 100 open in case it gets going. This will change everything real fast. So we're up 75. We'll call it $69 right now. When we win this, then we're cooking. I've actually played this player quite a bit. And he usually plays the hundreds and then doesn't play too long. Usually a handful of games, and I could be wrong, but basically if they lose their first couple, then they kind of disappear. Or at least drop down in stakes. If they win, they stay. This Sunday for Stars, their big tournaments are 50% off. So basically it's good value, but there ends up being a lot of players, so your odds of winning are slimmer because it's a bigger player pool. But sometimes it attracts people that don't usually play a certain buy-in. Just debating if I want to jam there, but not really. Okay, I think a 10 we would have found out by now. Even a king. You could say my 5s are good, but I think we would have felt really big strength sooner. So I'm just going to steal this just in case this guy's somehow checking 9s, 7s, anything like that. And if someone picked up an 8 there, I don't know if they're going to call on that board. Well, I have a horrible hand, but he didn't raise big enough. And I'd rather call it this than like a weak ace. It would have been very tricky. The fact that he checked now, though. It's a really bad board for us. So not because my hand, I just mean in general. For me, isolating, like raising pre and then him calling. If you play spins and you're in the chat, what's your biggest spin? What have you guys hit? My biggest one was 20,000. Happened last year and we lost it. My second biggest was 10,000. Happened last year and we lost it. I have won a couple of 5,000. But I've lost my two biggest ones and it happened in the same year. For spins, I'll sometimes make a note. My tags mean certain things, but if I play them in spins, I want to know what stake I made the tag at. Say, I don't know, you labeled someone a bad player at the $5. It could be different from a bad player at the hundreds. All right, can we get lucky, baby? Let's hold it. Let's hold it. No chops. Nice. We'll take it. So if they jam, it gets a little interesting because I don't know if I really want to rejam. I think we do. I really don't know, though, if that's the best play there. Okay, I guess it's going back. That's justice. Can't complain there. Cooler to this person. So the good thing is when they're losing, our other 100 might get going now because she'll click a couple, I think. But I don't know if there's a third person. Spins for the $100, they usually, if they are going to happen, it's usually more late at night. It's not usually this time during the day. I think race is good here. I'm trying to get this guy to catch up a little bit. I think he's a really honest player in the sense of I think if he was strong, we would have felt it. So I don't think he's going to fold a 6 or a 4 or even a 2 maybe. So we want our bluffs to go big here. If he jams, we'll call. Oh. It's a very wet board, even though we're really strong. So many things he can call with. So we don't want to bet too small when we start building it up. Don't know if we want to raise, because I don't want to scare him off, but I didn't want... Oh, the dream card, baby. Perfect. Well, he didn't jam. I don't know how strong he is. We want to get as much as we can. Yeah, I didn't feel like he was too strong, trying to slow us down a bit. Nice, nice. Okay, we'll jam, hopefully for the win, baby. Okay, I'm gonna jam here because I think he's just gonna. So he woke up with 7s, but I think he's gonna overfold the hands he's supposed to call with. So it's an aggressive line here. It's probably borderline is a jam, but I think I'm leaning on to jam a little wider because I think he's not gonna be calling optimal. So I definitely could have jammed there, but mixing in a limp. How do I not call a min raise here? Oh man, how do we can't, you know what? Do we have any fold equity? I'd say we jam it. I'd rather jam it than call it. Alright, he flopped the goods. I just figured if I check I'd need jams. I can't fold. Alright, he got us flopping the nuts there. I think we can do things we're not supposed to against this guy and kind of just keep betting. Now we don't need to. Is he jamming? Oh man, I thought we had it. Okay, we're back to even. See if we get away with it. Let's go, baby. Okay, this could be a cooler, but I'm gonna jam here. Wow, 10-6 is the hand he waited for. Don't do it to us. Let's go. We take it down. Okay, so we're up 269 after that one. So I have the 100 open, but it doesn't look like it's gonna get going. I'll open a 50. And then I would imagine a 25 will work. So right now, that's what you guys see. I have 3 open. I would imagine one will get going in a second here. So I'm looking, a lot of 25s are happening. So what I could do is try to get our $3 back. All right, so I have a $3, a $100, 25, and a 50 all open. So I'd imagine in a second one of them will get going. It's not the most action during the day, but the 25s, there's 3 25s playing right now. Just to show you what I'm looking at. It shows you can go to the recent winners. 9 days ago, someone hit a 20,000. You can go to the Hall of Fame. The biggest one was 250,000, and then 100,000, 100,000, 20,000, and 50. This 20,000 was versus me right here. And then I was looking at the live ones. I'm really surprised. Okay, we're back to 100. The dream. Against the same 2 people, man. We'll do that all day. This is when you need a big spin, when the regs aren't playing. Okay, I'm going to put another $100 in the background, just in case it gets going. Then we'll 2 table. But I don't mind 1 tabling if it's 100s. If it was 25s, we'd run more than one, but... Well, what I could do, too, is maybe open up a 50. Why don't we do that? Okay, so I have 100 and a 50 open in the background. We'll see what happens. Profit, we're up 269. I think we can bet pot here. I don't know if I'm believing this. I don't know about you guys. I just don't know if I believe this. Sometimes you just gotta throw it out there. That line just did not make sense to me. And somehow, unless they caught set of fives in the river for the full house. So my little stabs in certain boards, you can kind of pick your spots on who you think your skill level, who you're playing. So that board there, I kind of just jammed on high cards, thinking he probably would have ISO raised me if he was strong pre. And if he calls, then we can slow down. I think what that is trying to slow me down a little bit. We'll bet. Now, if I don't get like a 4, 8, 9's close to one of them, now we'll give up. Okay, this is going to be tight with how he's been playing, but we'll call it off. Okay, we got him crushed. Nuke Duke, man. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Like the name. Bethoy, how you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Nuke Duke, man. I like the name. I'm a Duke basketball college fan. Don't watch as much as I used to, but if I watch college basketball, that's my team. Okay, we're heads up. Right now for the session, we're up $269. It was $275, but we played two $3 games. So it's a little awkward math right now. If we win this, we're up 469. Okay, I really don't know how many kings are in the range, so I'm actually just going to go for the jam. I think we just let her blast off in front of her. I wouldn't be surprised if she checks it. We'll just let her triple barrel. If she has us, she has us. The 10 is not good, but I have to call still. Yeah, fucking 10. Sometimes you just know. But Jack 9, Jack King, Ace Jack, all these things are still supposed to barrel off. You know what, maybe with a weak kicker my queen I'm not supposed to call there. It's a pretty good card for us. I think I have to call now. I think we're coming back in this one. I like our chances. I think we're going to come back. So last time triple barreled with middle pair. Let's go. Pocket sevens, middle pair. Our jack's good. Just gonna check it to be safe. Let's go. They kind of donk out usually when they're strong. This player has been. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna fold here. I think they would bet any pair here, so I'll call that off. Okay, getting close to finishing it. I think I'll let it go. Don't believe her. She had an ace there, but can't call. I don't know if this person has to go out of nowhere. A lot of crazy overjams here. Hey, one of these times we're actually going to hit a flop. All right, blinds double. We need a hand. This is one of them. Here we go. Can we hold? Okay, we do. Back to even. Queen 4, hiya. Ah, that's so close. I don't know. Okay, can we get lucky? We need to run a runner. Queen ball. Okay, so now we're up 169. I still have the 100 in the background. Now that that person's out, we'll see if they get going here, but doesn't look like it. So I'll open up a 25. So I have a 50, 100, and a 25 open. Our profit is now 169. Before I click on another buy-in, let's see. So a whole bunch of 25s are going off. I can throw in a $10. I know there's different people in here. So I have 4 stakes open, and we'll see which one happens first. I could even do back to our $3 venture. All right, so I do have a $3 one. We'll see if we can get back our, and I'm gonna close the $10 one. So if we win this, then we won our $3 games back. For $6 here, we'd be breaking even in these. Here we go, Kings versus Ace-8. So I'd imagine another one's going to get going behind us in a second here. We got Blonde Curly saying what's up to us. Blonde Curly said, "Come to mama." Okay, we have the 25 open now. So what I'm going to do real quick, guys, we'll close the other buy-ins. All right, there you go. Okay, so table 1 is on the left, table 2 is on the right, 25 on the left, $3 on the right. We will close this off. After this $3 one is, we will try to play another 100. I have a feeling they might not get going. Oh shit, guys, we got the dream card on the, oh look at this, a pop bet. They're never gonna fold. I shouldn't say never, but hopefully they don't fold too often. There we go. Cooler City. Okay, the jam, the pocket sixes. This guy here probably has good 6 games open, so I don't think he's tanking because of the spot. He just probably has a lot going on. So I do not like this if he triple barrels here. All his check raises are going to have a lot of diamonds in them. So another 2 pairs. I think we just let it go. We're getting in table 2. Here it goes. Or they're still typing. Okay, can we get back in the $3 game? Nice. I think our 10's good here. We're a goodie. We're a goodie. Oh, the king ball. Never mind. The nuts, the full house anyways. I'm gonna switch songs. Seems really slow. If they jam table 1, I do have to call. This couldn't be ace X's, but it also could be low pocket pairs. 10 ball, 10 ball. Oh, we get the king. Let's go, baby. So unfortunately, I don't know our math that we're up now. It was over 100, so maybe 175 now. Because I think we maybe are up one. Okay, well, we're up 269. We lost 100, so it was 169. So actually, we'd be in the 200s profit. You know what? I could just go to call me Bobby. Okay. This person's telling me to call them. We have a friend player. Thanks. They're telling me what to do here. I guess we just jam and get all the 8s to call us. You got the 9? No, we do not have the 9. I wrote no in the chat. They said frig. You guys can't see. Shows the 8. Alright, we do have another 25 going. So I believe we're up 269 plus 50. Or sorry, 169 plus 50. Alright, we're gonna be even on our $3 now after this game. Alright. Got her to bluff at it. Okay, we're doing good on all ends. I really can't complain. Getting our butt kicks and MTTs, but at least we're winning a couple spins here. Okay, so now we have to do awkward math. I believe we're up 225. I'm going to open up Pokerstars real quick. And you can actually see session. So this says we're up 200 on the dot because they also subtracted this buy-in. So we are up 200. Well, we're up 225. And then whatever happens here. Okay, I'm going to open up 100. I don't think it's going to get going, but we'll try. And then I'll open up another 50. We haven't played a 50 yet. Okay, so I have a... We'll try this for a second. If this doesn't work, then we'll play a couple 25s at the same time. So like I said, I only have roughly maybe another hour. My wife hasn't texted me yet, which is a good sign. Okay, I'm going to change my mind. We'll open up another 25. I don't think the 50s and 100s is going to go off much. All right, so we'll see what happens first. My guess that other 25 gets going in a second. So I'm going to call here because this is not a standard bet. Unfortunately, I'm going to try to slow him down a little bit. It's not a horrible float to call in there, but I don't think I really need to. Okay, we got a 25. So what I'm going to do is I'll close the other two. Alright guys, we're back to two tabling. Play a handful more and then call it a session. The good thing playing during the day, they're like we have one reg here. The rest of them are new players, so it's even though it's really slow, it is profitable. I think I just hopefully induce here, call it off. Now he could be thinking all our aces would erase pre. Nice. I would imagine got the 9. We'll find out in a sec, but I would imagine a 9 here. No, queen jack, 2 pair. Nice, got him to stab at it here. He had the goods at table 1. Okay, we need a king or 3. We don't get there. So now we're up 50. Sorry. We're up 200 on the dot. This here, we're going to double up here, though. Put us back up to 275. There we go. So just like that, we're back up to 275. We have no buy-ins left. So instead of staying at a black screen, I'll go 25. And then I'm going to open 100 again. Okay, so I have the 25s, 50s, and 100 open. I'm going to take a 1 second break while they're waiting. I would imagine that this is here, but I'll double check our profit first. Yes, 275. So not a bad little session. We've only been on for an hour and a half or so. I can go to the lobby to see what stakes are playing. Unfortunately, there's really not much going on. So we might not play too much longer based on just that. I'd rather go be productive. So I did open up a 10. I'll keep the others in the background. I shouldn't have took off the 100, but I might end the stream here soon, guys, if there's not much action. I will do 100 one more time in the background. Okay, something's open. Bit of hope. All right, we got our first 5x. Okay, so table 1 on the left is a $10 buy-in. First one of the day. Table 2 on the right is a 25 for a 5x. Our profit before these two games were $275. As far as I know. Too bad my HUD's not working. Today. I'm trying to get King High to call us on table 2. Oh, cooler on table 1. So, you know what? It's our first 5x. Let's just play the 5x. And you know what, guys? I'm actually going to call this my last game. I am... it is in the afternoon. I do have some stuff I have to do. Spins are a little slow. I only wanted to play a little bit, get a feel for it. We are in the green. We'll call it right now before this game. Now 215 profit. If we win this, it would kick us over 300. Okay, we are heads up. Can we make a comeback? Fire Empire, how you doing today? Catching me at the end of the stream. We just had a small one. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm gonna call this my last game. But there's a chance I'll be back on tonight. If I'm not back on tonight, I will be doing the Sunday stream for sure. And then we'll be streaming Monday as well. I think we just bet it here. We want him to keep betting. We have missed hearts still. 7-8 was still a bet, all that kind of things. If it's a cooler, it's a cooler, but I think we're good here. Now we just go for it. It is a cooler, quads. All right, guys. So we do leave in profit though, slightly under 200, around $200 profit. It was 215 subtract 25. So just under $200 profit. I am going to leave you guys on that one though. I do appreciate everyone jumping in. It was just going to be a little stream. There's not too much action going on right now. So I'll leave you on that note. I am going to raid someone. Yeah, there's only 125 going right now. No one's really playing. I can give you the exact profit. It says we're up 215 right now. Yeah, so we are. We're up. We made $215. So I don't know how I messed up the math, but you can go to your log session on Pokerstars. It says we're up 215, so not mad about that. I think if I raid someone now, you guys will get a spoiler that I lost that. So I'm trying to wait a second, because I think last time people said I did it too soon. So I'll wait 1 second for that to be over. But for sure I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know what time. It will be based on how many tables. Monday will be start at 7:30 or 7 because the phase 2 tournament starts at 7:30. I don't have a lot of chips in it, but right now there's only 20 people. I probably have 25, 30 big blinds. But we'll probably play around 60 people for a chance at the Vegas package. Looks like it's getting a bit less attention. So we'll see Monday night. That is the plan. I'll let you just guys watch the quad hand. I can see the replay because I'd rather you not get booted out of the last hand. Okay, you guys are seeing the last hand right now, so I'm just watching it. What a gross river. We had the goods, guys. Flopped it, let him bet it off, and then we got coolered on the river there, but that happens. Okay, thanks for everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. I'm going to raid Tom Poker right now after this call. And good luck on your grinds if you're playing this weekend. Peace out. I think that worked. Alright guys, peace out. That's who we're streaming or rating, if you can see that. I don't know when it cuts from my feed or not.